Good morning, Mr. Chinedu Michael.
Good morning, viewers, wherever you're watching us from. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
This is Nigerian News Center. Let us quickly look at this news making the round that Obi'S persistent, constant penetration of the North rattles politicians. Recall that Obi, after the 2023 election, start going around the country as he was saying, thank you for the overwhelming support.
Of course, that is a man who has been resilient, on the issue that has bedeviled Nigeria over the years. This is a man who wants to see Nigeria rise to Eldorado. This is a man who believes that Nigeria has never worked and it is time for Nigeria to work. This is a man who has brought hope. This is a man who has defined what leadership is all about. Right from the time he was the governor of Anambra State till date, Anambra State has never failed to talk about Obi. Even at his own detriment, Obi was able, to do extraordinary things that a lot of governors in Nigeria are emulating, and that has given him that spread. What he enjoyed during the last 2023 presidential election, which everybody believed that it was manipulated against his interests, and of course the obedience. So far so good. Obi wanted to build on that victory. Obi wanted to build on that capacity. Obi wanted to build on the sources of the obedient movement without shishing. Without paying anybody, because Nigerians wanted change. Nigerians wanted to move from the point where they are, to the level where they can, at least for once in 144 years of this country's existence, enjoy what is called democracy, dividends of democracy. So Obi is resolute. Obi wants to do things that will surprise Nigeria, something that has never happened in Nigeria before, and that is lack of leadership. Obi want to fill that vacuum, and that is why he felt encouraged. The obedient movement encouraged him. Look at the reception he enjoyed in the emir in Kano recently, when he visited the current emir of Kano. Everywhere he goes, he's the only opposition presidential party that's been invited. Candidate that's been invited in different forums, as guest speaker, and he goes there. He tells the whole world, that he still has a lot of things to offer, and it is time, for him to roll his sleeve, and of course, continue to build on the sources of the obedient movement. So obedient movement are ready, and you can see how he has been consistent, with his thank you message in all the 36 states of the federation, including the Southwest. Everywhere he steps in, there is crowd. Everywhere. You can see what happened at the last AFCON Nations Cup, where he stepped in. Even the FIFA president and of course the CAF president felt that, that Obi shouldn't have been given that kind of wow welcome. Let me put it that way. You can see during the burial of course the late Access Bank CEO, talking about Herbert Wigwe, the Senate President Godswill Akpabio also, was amazed at what people were saying, even though that burial, most of them were APC elements, they still gave Obi a rousing welcome during the burial of funeral of Herbert Wigwe.
In that same gathering of that burial ceremony, the Senate President Godswill Akpabio, after Obi got that ovation, said that he is not a former presidential candidate, that he may not get the same ovation as some other persons may have gotten. He was tactically referring to Obi. So I think that lay credence to the popularity of Obi. Then let me ask, Atiku have been hibernating in Dubai. People are speculating that the popularity of Obi being seen everywhere is part of the reason he rushed back to Nigeria.
There's no need of Atiku Abubakar understand what is trending now. There's no need. This is not the time to face shadow, and he has been when he left Nigeria, Obi remained, showing that he means business. And Atiku is coming in because of the speculation that there's going to be PDP like a convention or something that is coming up, a major political event, and they are going to prepare, see how that thing is going to look like, giving giving Wike factor, and of course Atiku's factor at the end of the day. So for me, I don't think Wike is going to be any threat, because I have seen that his image and his political career has continued to somersault because of his greed, and because of what he was trying to do against the wishes of the people of Rivers State. And it is time for them to bring him down, and that is going to have a clearer, Nigerians are going to have a clearer view of what is going to happen at that PDP convention. Now, as it may, Atiku is back, in preparation for that. And of course, Atiku understands that a lot of people are asking him, to work on the ground to see that somebody like Obi, at the end of the day, whom Atiku also on several occasions, admired. So Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, even while he was away in faraway Dubai, he has been consistent with his positive moves politically. I think we say it's not only about him, it's not only about him picking the PDP presidential ticket again. It's about how to fix Nigeria, and he has identified personally that Obi has what it takes. Among all the presidential aspirants currently now, Obi is quite outstanding. And that is what Alhaji Atiku is trying to tell Nigerians, that it is time, for what happened in Senegal to repeat itself come 2027. And of course, Nigerians, of course, the whole world is looking at Obi spearheading that political movement. Yes, so the fact is, Obi'S movement as it stands now has continued to spread, has added more feathers. As I'm talking to you, a lot of more people are beginning to identify with Obi. And recently, what happened? That somebody like Erufai, to Malam Erufai, of course his son also, all those ones are making statements, either in favor or trying to say one thing about Obi. The truth still stands that SDP, PDP, APC, ABGA, Labour Party, and other Western party, some of their enemies, even in the APC and PDP, are rooting for Obi candidacy 2027. And that is the reason why Isola Atiku is back and is saying that this time around it is time for us to repeat what happened in Senegal recently, where a 44-year-old writer was emerged as the president, and with an overwhelming support coming from the youth, and as a result of a major political calculation that saw Senegal political parties, putting their forces together, and at the end of the day, and that is what they got that victory for Faye, and that is what Atiku is trying to work out the way I see it myself, to see it happen, to make sure that APC does not return to power come 2027. And secondly too, some northerners, especially, I don't want to mention names, though that report has been confirmed, but I don't want to quote names here, especially coming from the Northern Elders Forum, and of course some percentage of power brokers in the north are asking that currently now that there might be a kind of uproar, a kind of event that is likely going to spring up in just no time, that will work against Bola Ahmed Tinubu's re-election in 2027, because of they have decided to withdraw their support for Tinubu because of incompetency, because Nigeria has committed a lot of economic crime. Yes, Tinubu's government has committed a lot of economic crime against Nigerians with the kind of policies they don't know how to drive about, they don't know how to go about it, and exclusively an obedient and Peter Obi's idea. So the Northerners are saying that at the end of the day, likely there might be another Southerner, that is going to complete the 4 years of incompetent Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Okay, let me ask you this question on another note.